rise of e-commerce in recent years has gradually pivoted our shopping habits. Going to the mall, picking out items, standing in line, all that feels very 2010. Many brick-or-mortar franchises like Sears and Toys R Us have filed for bankruptcy, but there's still one store trending the opposite. It's growing at a rate of 10% each year without any headwind from the rise of e-commerce. That's the world's second largest retailer, Costco. So how is Costco able to hold its ground against Amazon? And how do they differentiate themselves from other retailers like Walmart? Today, we're going to explore the secret behind Costco's dominance in the retail space. It's a lot more compelling than you think. Let's backtrack to the 80s when Jeffrey Brotman, an American attorney from Tacoma, Washington, returned from a trip to Paris. It was during this trip that he discovered something called hypermarkets. Hypermarket is the French term for a large store that combines the concept of supermarkets and department stores. These hypermarkets have three traits: cheap prices, product variety, and a one-stop shop for everything you need. This was completely different from the retail system found in the US at that time. During the 80s, the US mostly had various smaller supermarket chains that sold different products at different prices. Normally, people had to hit up a few of these stores to get everything on their shopping list. That's when Brotman realized that it's about time to transform the US market. So with this idea in mind, Brotman got in contact with a friend that had the best understanding in the sector, Jim Senegal, the executive VP at Price Club. Price Club, which was founded in 1976, offered a smaller section of products, but pricing was the most competitive. The retailer operated on a lucrative membership-only system, which means that they sold exclusively to small and medium-sized businesses that had their membership. So Brotman thought, if he could combine Price Club's low cost and high quality selection with a hypermarket business model, he could potentially create a whole new retail concept. And just like that, Brotman and Senegal created the Costco we're familiar with today. To this day, membership is the most important source of income for Costco. Most supermarkets will do anything to attract more people to go into their stores. But Costco is different. Costco operates on a membership basis. Having a membership is your ticket into Costco, which means you can't even make a purchase if you're not a member. Even though many of us would be happy to join and renew memberships at Costco, it wasn't the case in the beginning. Costco encountered an issue when it first implemented the membership system. Unlike Price Club, Costco was a B2C retailer, so the membership concept didn't appeal to its customer. People wonder, why is it necessary to have a membership to shop at a store? As a result, only a few people signed up for the membership, and Costco nearly closed down due to its lack of success. So how did it go from no members to having over 105.5 million members worldwide? The key is in the cashback system. Costco executive members can enjoy a 2% rebate, and the maximum rebate amount you can get is $1,000 per year. The membership itself has an annual fee of $120. This means that a family only needs to spend less than $600 a month to break even. Sounds like a good deal, right? $600 a month isn't difficult to spend. We see a lot of people push full Costco-sized cards worth more than that to their cars all the time. Implementing this cashback system bought Costco its first group of loyal customers. This is a group of customers who are mostly busy juggling work and their personal life, so shopping is just another chore to tick off. And what they need is a one-stop shop that provides low-cost and high-quality goods. From food to household appliances, clothing to furniture, fresh food to electronic products, almost everything you need can be found in Costco. All these customers were more than happy to pay for the ticket to shop at the low-cost and high-quality store. Of course, while providing quality service, Costco also makes a lot from its members. Nearly 75% of Costco's operating income comes from membership fees. This is why it's important for Costco to retain its members and ensure a high renewal rate. Costco offers two membership card options, $60 for Gold Star and $120 for a more premium executive membership. Once you paid for the membership fee, you'll feel like you're invested. This investment becomes a sunk cost, meaning that if you already paid in advance, you'd think it's a waste of money not to use it. So why are so many people willing to pay to become members? Can't you buy the same thing from other supermarkets without paying the entrance fee? Well, this brings us to the second part of the secret, Costco's pricing strategy. They say don't judge a book by its cover. While the inside of a Costco store may look gigantic, they don't actually offer as many selection as you think. That's because Costco strictly controls its SKU for each sector. In inventory management, A SKU code is issued to each unique product to track its inventory. For example, every size and every color of the same product is a separate SKU. Costco only offers about 4,000 SKUs. To give you an idea, its competitor Walmart has around 140,000 SKU in every store, which is 35 times more than that of Costco's. This is important because having a lower SKU has 3 advantages. First, it helps reduce transaction costs. Let's use Walmart again as an example. Imagine you're at Walmart shopping for a bottled water, and you see over a dozen different brands. So there are more choices and the consumer is happy, right? Well, more doesn't always mean merrier. Having over a dozen brands with different variation creates more problems. The more variation there are, the more SKU you have to deal with. This means that the more work had to be put into negotiation and contract with different brands. This means that when Walmart orders its product from these brands, the order volume per brand is significantly smaller, which reduces Walmart's bargaining power. So if you look at it from a logistic, price management, and marketing perspective, it doesn't look too good to have many selection on its shelf. For this reason, Costco offers 2 or 3 items from better-selling brands. Not only does these reduce complicated logistics, the purchase volume of each SKU will be much higher, which gives Costco a higher bargaining power when negotiating with suppliers. This is Costco's way of ensuring that the price of its good is as low as possible. The second advantage is that it ensures product quality. Because Costco's SKU are strictly controlled, and having a shelf space in Costco will significantly boost sales. Supplier will strive to provide better quality products to stay in Costco. This creates a positive feedback loop. Be good to Costco, and Costco returns a favor in inventory turnover. So this is a triple win for all parties involved. Customers will continue to renew their membership so they can buy cheaper and better products. Suppliers make more sales, and Costco makes money as the middleman. The third advantage of a lower SKU count is eliminating the overwhelming paradox of choice. Costco has a huge purchasing department, and all the goods on the shelf have to go through levels of review before they appear in front of customers. By doing so, it helps reduce your need to choose. You can just grab the best brand for chicken nuggets, milk, or salad. For people who find having too many choices overwhelming, there's no need to compare brands and prices because Costco already picks the best for you. To sum up, a smaller SKU count means a low inventory cycle and a drop in operating costs. Costco's operating expenses accounts for 9% of its revenue, compared with Walmart's operating expenses of 19%. At the same time, small selections eliminate the trouble of choosing and comparing. Besides less thinking and more grab and go, what else makes shopping at Costco different? Have you noticed the size of the store or had the chance to look up at its shelves? Why does it look more like a warehouse than a hypermarket? Because Costco intended to make its store a warehouse. Which brings us to the last point we want to talk about. Stores are essentially warehouses. If you haven't noticed, most items sit on pallets, and some are stacked up like they would in warehouses. When products arrive from suppliers, Costco's forklift transport them directly onto the shelves. This means there's no need for labor to manually stock up its shelves. In fact, the width of the aisle are precisely calculated just enough to allow the forklift to turn without the need to reverse. This minimizes Costco's operating costs, and instead of pocketing the saving, Costco returned them all to its members. Costco's average gross margin is just 11%, compared to Walmart, which is at least 25% or more. The purchasing department strictly restricts products with a gross margin higher than 14%. If it exceeds this figure, it needs to be reported to the CEO and then to the board of directors in order to get approval. This is because Costco knows that the way it makes money is not by selling products, but by the membership fee we mentioned earlier. As long as members feel that they are getting value for money, they will keep coming back to spend more. And what Costco has to do is to maximize the value it provides to its members. This is why, in addition to low-priced products, Costco has many other member perks outside of retail services, such as restaurants, gas station, pharmacy, opticians, and other supporting facilities. These services provided by Costco are usually a little cheaper than outside stores. For example, with the recent gas prices soaring, there are often long lines in front of Costco's gas station because they provide gasoline at below market price. In addition to the extra services, Costco has a very friendly cancellation and refund policy, So if you're not satisfied with your membership, you can apply for an unconditional refund at any time. Other supermarkets regulate strict return policies such as a 7-day return window or return only limited to unopened products. In this way, consumers have a harder time because they have to worry about what if I don't like it or if it doesn't work. While Costco wants you to not worry about these problems, the retailer is extremely focused on exceptional customer service. If you buy any unsatisfactory products or feel that the price is unreasonable, you can return them to Costco without a reason or having to pay a fee. Costco is also known for holding sample stands to hand out free samples of food products for shoppers to try. The intention is to help you discover products that you haven't tried before, almost like a scavenger hunt. To ensure customers aren't shy about accepting these samples, employees will enthusiastically insist you try the samples. And to attract more people to try, the portions are purposely made bigger so that you don't shop on an empty stomach. This is all part of the customer experience, and products can see double or even triple the amount of sales with these tasting activities. So don't be shy about accepting the chocolate caramel covered pretzel bite next time you go in. To enhance its brand awareness, Costco also launched its own brand, Kirkland, which makes various categories of products such as health products, food, kitchenware, and clothing. Even though these are highly competitive categories, Kirkland is widely recognized by consumer because it's endorsed by Costco's quality assurance. Now Kirkland as a brand has contributed 30% of Costco's revenue. It's a kind of premium membership and customer experience that has enabled Costco to harvest 114 million paid members around the world. The member renewal rate has reached a whopping 91% in the United States and Canada, and stable members provide stable cash flow through membership fees. At this point, it's clear what Costco's secret is. First, Costco offers lower price and higher quality goods than other retailers. Though there aren't many SKU in each category, there are many categories, which makes it a great one-stop shop for their members. Second, with the ultimate shopping experience, Costco can charge consumers a membership fee. This membership fee not only provides Costco with a stable cash flow, but because of its sunk costs, the retailer also has a very stable consumer base. And finally, with the increasing number of stores and members, Costco can further improve its bargaining power when negotiating with the supplier, bringing better quality and cheaper goods to its members. Not only does Costco provide value for consumers, it also offers a great working environment for its employees. For example, the average wage of a cashier in Costco is $16 per hour, while Walmart and Target offers an average of $12 an hour. Costco knows that its happy employees are its ambassadors. Happy employees influence the environment in the store. No wonder Costco is often in the top 100 employers list according to Glassdoor. The reason why Costco can provide higher wage is due to its corporate culture and business model. Unlike traditional supermarkets, Costco doesn't rely on lowering product costs to earn price difference. It's successful because it knows how to grow its membership ecology, whether it's a selection of products or a one-stop shop service. Costco's purpose is to make members insist on spending here and charge more for membership fees. Therefore, membership fees can be said to be Costco's backbone. In 2019, a reporter asked Munger, in the next 10 or 20 years, aside from Berkshire, which one company would you recommend? Munger replied, in the States, it's Costco. Costco's disruptive innovation has fundamentally changed the relationship between retailers and consumers. So next time you visit Costco, take a closer look at their product selection and how they're stocked. And don't be shy to grab a sample while you're at it. This was Money Therapy, a channel about money. See you next time.